Luke, this is your third #1 seed. What's unique about this particular team as you go into this final NCAA tournament run?
I think the ability of us to score in a variety of ways is definitely different. I think we can attack you many different fronts in transition, in the half court, from three, inside, taking to the basket. I think that's something that I haven't always had on a team here, and I think we also are getting a lot better defensively, and we have ability to play big and play small. We did that some last year, but we played more small, and I think Garrison's really came on strong here of late, and I think that's been big for our development.
Luke, Cam spoke about you guys having much more focus going into this tournament than you did last year because you guys were going in as the team on top. You were going in as a national champion and a team that needed to be dethroned. Compared to this year, you guys starting from the bottom. Cam's words. Can you attest to that mentality that you guys had going into this tournament compared to last year's?
Yeah, I don't think we started from the bottom. I think we definitely had two great players leave last year, but I think we had a lot of guys return. I think we still had a lot of hype coming in this year for ourselves, and I think for the most part we've had a good year, but I mean it's all determined on how these next 3 weeks goes, and hopefully we play well enough to continue to get to play and continue to get to show people how good we can be.
If it does feel different, how does going into this tournament this year, how's the feeling different than it was last year?
Well, we haven't lost as much, so that's given us a little bit more confidence on how we've played, and coach has really pushed us, and he knows how good we can be, and I think defensively, I think we're growing and we're rebounding really well as of late, and I think most of us have really that drive, that determination, especially Cam and myself and Kenny, just because it's our last go-round, and I think we got to try to finish better than we did last year, and that's going to be on the front of our minds coming this weekend.
What was your takeaway from the tournament experience last year, and what do you pass on to the younger guys this year?
I think the biggest thing is you can't take any game for granted, and you can't be looking forward, and you got to play in the moment and play in the game and get ready for Iona. Iona's got a good team, and we're going to bring our best game, and hopefully that's enough.
Luke, how excited are you to start March Madness? I asked your two teammates about that. I mean, are you pumped up heading into this game?
I'm excited. Everybody walking down Franklin, everybody over it. I went to football practice this morning, and I mean, everybody's just fired up about playing in March, and everybody's supportive, and I think that's just so cool to have a community wanting you to do well and wanting you to succeed, and I think that's something that not every program has, and I'm excited to hopefully do well by them.
It feels different than last year.
Definitely feels different. I mean, because one game and you're done, and I think it gives us a lot more determination, a lot more fire and grit to go out there and do what we need to do.
You've played the 3 other 1 seeds, you played 2 of the 2 seeds. How does that help the confidence moving into the tournament?
It helps us a great deal. I think it just shows how good we can be and gives us confidence. And I think this team doesn't lack confidence. We have, in my opinion, 3 of the best players in the ACC, and I think we have a lot of room for growth. And I think these last couple games, it's going to be big for us to play our best games.
Luke, what were you doing at football practice? Just went there to speak to the team, or?
No, I just wanted to go over, and I have a lighter class load, and they had practice this morning, first practice after the break, and just want to go over and check them out. Coach Brown's a good friend of my family's, and it's really cool to go over there and see how they're doing it, and see the connections between him and Coach Williams.
How has Kobe changed defensively over the last couple of months, and how important has that been for you guys as a group improving defensively?
Yeah, it's been huge. I think Kobe's done a great job of growing into his role as a point guard, and he's made a lot better decisions, and his play has shown it. And defensively, the defense at Carolina starts with the point guard and picking up at half court and putting pressure on their offense. And I think he's done a great job, and he's really grown a lot, and I'm excited to see how well he plays in the tournament.
This is a little bit of a weird question, but I know you grew up in a Carolina family. Do you remember the 2009 NCAA tournament run?
Yeah, I actually, I was lucky enough to, my birthday's obviously in the beginning of March, and for my birthday, my parents said if Tar Heels made the Final Four that I was going to go. So I was actually in Detroit for the last 2 games, and it was a great tournament. I actually saw Hashim Thabit on the elevator, which was pretty cool. But, I mean, just growing up a fan and having the luxury to be spoiled by my parents was definitely a great occurrence for me, and I'm excited to be able to live it out now.
Do you remember the second round game against LSU?
Was that in Greensboro?
In Greensboro?
And that was when Ty was hurt, wasn't he? Yeah. That was when they had the big guy who played for the Bobcats, I think, Tyshawn Thompson, maybe something like that. But they were really good, and they had a good team. But I think we ended up winning. We came back, I think, if I remember correctly, and ended up winning by a couple points. But, I mean, I just enjoy watching basketball, enjoyed, as I was younger, watching Carolina basketball especially.
That was Quincy's call in that tournament. They were down in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
probably,
other game.
probably similar to Arkansas as well.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Luke, with this being your last go-around, do you have a similar mindset to previous years, or is there a different
I mean, every
mindset?
year is different. I think we come to this year, different team, different mindset, and I think our mindset is just to win the next game. And we got to focus on Iona and get ready for Friday night. But, I mean, everybody's fired up. Everybody's excited. We had a tough loss last Friday, and I think that's really just going to motivate us to play better.
Luke, along those same lines, you're in the unique situation of you've won a national title, you've been upset in the early round, you've lost on a buzzer beater in the first one, kind of the full gamut. How can you use that kind of as a benefit for the team in the locker room as you enter this tournament?
Yeah, I think just letting the guys know that, I mean, there's no greater feeling than winning in March Madness and being able to live out your dream of playing on Saturday or Sunday in April and also on the last Monday night. And it's something that you live for and you grow up watching in March because you want to do it. And I've been watching on the couch, and I've been watching on the sideline, and I've been playing. And I think those 3 are totally different, and I think it gives you totally different feelings. And I'm just continue to push our guys to understand the magnitude of the importance of it, but also it's just another game, and you just got to go out there and do what you've done the entire season, and that's the most important.
Last one who's got to go. Luke, you've obviously played with Marcus Page, Nate Britt, Joel Berry in your 4 years here. How does Kobe White kind of compare to those guys and his play on the court, maybe off the court too?
Yeah, I think he's very, very different just because when I played with those guys, they were experienced and a lot older, and Kobe's first year and him learning the system and learning how to battle coach getting on him and things like that's been different for him. But I think he's been able to battle it and be able to show some success, and coach has given him a little bit more freedom, taking it to the basket, taking shots that are good for our offense, and I think he's grown into the role and done a great job for us.